first of all, can we just get a squad update in terms of fitness, who's available and who's not for this game?
Well, if you compare it to the game we had on Saturday, Ryan Kent is in the squad. I think that's the only new addition we have. Sakala as well. So yeah, those two are coming into the squad.
Hi, Gio. Can you tell us about how willing or prepared you would be to start with Morelos and or Kent? I mean, presumably Ryan's in the squad because he has a chance of featuring.
Yeah, well, Ryan had today. He did some parts of the training. He joined us, so we have to assess him tomorrow if he's fit enough to start or even get minutes tomorrow. Morelos, of course, has been a little bit longer with us training. Had also had his first game on Saturday, first minutes again for the season. So yeah, he's there to take part in the game. If it's from the start, we just also have to assess him tomorrow. But once the whistle goes, we are ready.
Mark Benstead, please.
Gio, from your point of view, how much is riding on turning this game around in terms of the short term and the long term for Rangers? How important is progress in this competition for you?
Well, it's very important because you want to stay in the Champions League for the next round as well, to be able to qualify for the group stages. We're in it. First game wasn't the result we wanted. We have a home game tomorrow where we can all change it. So that's what we are capable of, and also what we want to do. So yeah, my objective and my desire is to still be in Champions League next week.
Derek Clark, please.
Good afternoon, Gio. How important is the atmosphere tomorrow night? We've seen the big part the fans can play last season. How big a role can they play tomorrow night?
They always have a big role. When we're playing home games, the atmosphere is fantastic. The support of our fans is amazing. So I'm sure it will be the same tomorrow. We have to make sure that our performance is better than last week, because I think then we can have then we create an atmosphere which will make it really difficult for our opponent, which we have shown many times before. But yeah, we are able to do so and turn it around with the support of our fans. But as I said before, the performance needs to be a lot better than the away game.
Stephen Clifford.
Hi, good afternoon, Giovanni. Just to ask, what are the big positives you've seen so far from the team in the opening competitive matches?
Well, the positive thing is, of course, we started with two wins in the league, which is important to get off on a winning start. And we have quite a big squad. We have some new additions to the squad, so it takes time to get used to each other, to know each other's strengths. And I can see the development in my players, especially the new ones coming in and adapting to the playing style, adapting to their new teammates, also representing a new club, a new team. So I think that's a process that you will always have in the beginning of the season, and we just make sure that our development and our process is together with winning games.
Mark Wilson, please.
Hi, Giovanni. It's when you talk about the Ibrox factor earlier on, do you feel your team will have to, we saw two great examples of that last year. Think about the game against Red Star Belgrade, also Leipzig. Will the team have to hit that level again? Is that the kind of elite level of performance you need to reach again tomorrow night to turn this tie around?
Yeah, we have to. I mean, it's I said many times before, if you are playing in Europe, you cannot have an off night, because that will make it difficult for you in the whole tie. And the level we reached last week wasn't the level we normally reach, or we have to reach, to be competitive in this Champions League. So yes, our performances and our standards needs to be on a high level tomorrow, because otherwise we don't have we have to be there to have a chance to go on to the next stage.
Matthew Lindsay, please.
Giovanni, you performed very well in Europe last season after Alfredo picked up his injury. But how much of a lift can it give your team and your players having him available again, even if he doesn't start, given his track record in Europe?
I mean, his presence is there for everyone to be seen. You know, the reception he got from the crowd. You know, we know his strength. We know he's capable of creating chances and creating goals, making goals. So for us, you know, that's a very positive thing. You know, if you compare it with the last, I think, 3 months of the season, we had to do all the games without one striker. So we need to adjust our gameplay. Players had to adjust to the new positions, but it's always easier when you have strikers in the game, also on the bench, which we have now. We have a lot of competition in all areas of the pitch, also up front. So that gives me more options, and I'm really happy, with the first goal of Alfredo, but also from Antonio in last Saturday. So we have to do is keep going, creating chances, and we have a lot of creativity now in the team. So that's also needed for tomorrow when you have to break defensive blocks.
Scott Mullen, please.
Giovanni, just to follow up on Mark's question earlier on, you showed last season in the knockout stages that you were able to turn things around in a second leg, as obviously the Leipzig game and the Braga match. How much comfort and encouragement does that give you and your team, and to take inspiration from what you did last season to turn this around this time?
We always have the confidence, no matter who we play at home. So the confidence is there. As you said, we had most of our ties were the second game at home, and we had to make up defeats. I think 3 out of 4 times when we were in the knockout stages. So something we are familiar of. Of course, you don't want it. But tomorrow is another chance for us to be the team we can be, and I know that the players will be there tomorrow together with the fans, and we give everything to make sure we go through.
Scott Gray.
Hi, Gio. I just want to ask how important is it that the players and the fans remain patient tomorrow? Given that obviously we're 2-0 down, and also stay united as one for the 90 minutes?
Well, of course you want to have a good start. We always have a good start at home. It's finding the right balance. Of course, we have to score goals, but we also have to keep organized, because it's a team who's also very, very good in transition moments to attack. So as I said, the balance is everything, but we are there to push ourselves, to go forward, to create chances, to score goals. But of course, you want to have a good start. That's what we try to achieve.
Raman Bourgeois, please.
Thanks, David. And you just clarification on Ryan's situation. If Ryan doesn't have any effect from the next training session, are you saying he will be fit enough to start if you indeed chose that?
Well, as I said, we see tomorrow. It's very positive for me that he was on the pitch today. So we have to assess tomorrow. We still have 24 hours, but it's a player who, if he's fit to play, I will have a lot of thinking on my mind. But it's a player who can be the difference tomorrow. So all depending how his fitness is, but he's in the squad, so that's also, I think, for me a sign that if he's fit, we want to use him as well.
Jordan Campbell, please.
Hi, Giovanni. You spoke about earlier that last season, the number of fast starts you had at home and having to overturn deficits against Braga and Leipzig. With the number of players that you've brought in, it's noticeable last year that the difference between how you set up away from home and then the way you really tried to suffocate teams at home. Do you feel it's more natural for the players to play that aggressive game at Ibrox? Do you feel that that's more suited to them?
Well, it depends. I think it's both suited. I mean, you have to, as I said before, it's two games in a tie, and you don't want to go play away and then play really open and give chances away. I think the setup we had away was, I think, a setup we are used to play away from home. But as long as your performance isn't there and that's what I saw last week, that we didn't have the performance we normally have. Too many players weren't on their best night, which it will make it really difficult no matter which system you play. So I think that was the big difference last week comparing with the campaign we had last year. And now we play at home, and of course, if you are 2-0 down, you have to play a different way, because you have to create more chances, you have to score goals. So that's a different mindset comparing to last week, sorry.
Final question, Lindsay here.
Thanks, Gio. Just wondering, in your own experience, have you recovered from a scenario like this before, either as a player or a coach, where you were 2 goals behind, trying to chase the game?
No, I don't think so, because I had only one qualification round when I was at Feyenoord, when we had also a very bad game away from home, and the other times I was already in group stages, and as a player, I always qualified for the group stages directly. So I don't have the experience in that, but of course, we play the knockout stages, and for us, our goal is the horizon with the group stages, and that's as I said, we were very disappointed. I mean, I've never seen my players more disappointed after a game. So their feeling after the game was really disappointing, and we have a chance now to overturn that and to make sure we are a better performance that like we had last week, and I'm sure we are capable in doing so. And you will see a different team tomorrow than you saw last week.